Hey everyone, Oswanton007 here to do another pay-per-view review, and this time it's Survivor Series 2005. So the pay-per-view starts off with Booker T versus Chris Benoit. This is in their best of 4 series match or whatever. I think it's their first one. Now this wasn't really anything special. It was really kind of slow and it didn't enthuse me at all with anything. I think in the end Booker came out with the win, maybe with a little help from Shawn. What happened? Yeah, he won with a little help from Shawn. The match was really slow. It had some good psychology, but that was about it. It didn't really float my boat, so I've only given her 2.5 stars. So then we move on to the Trish Stratus versus Melina match. So this was a pretty good match. Trish Stratus came out of the win with a little help from Mickie James, and it was a really good match. I thought it was a good Divas match. There was a cool spot where Melina came off the top rope with a Stratus faction sort of leg thingy, and that was cool. Yeah, so overall I give that match a 2 stars out of 5. Then we move on to possibly the match of the night. I'm still halfway through the pay-per-view, and it's a last man standing match between Ric Flair and Triple H. Now this, so far, that match was pretty good, even though I fell asleep in it quite a few times. It was still definitely one of the better matches so far. The better matches of the night. Scored 4. I've given it 4 stars. There was some great psychology. Ric Flair worked over the legs, trying to eventually lock in the figure 4 leg lock, and aiming at his quad, and consistently getting Triple H's balls, playing on the dirties, playing on the game sort of thing. And Triple H worked on Ric Flair's head, I believe. And Ric Flair had a great head start, blade like a motherfucker, and he got hit over the head with a chair once, and it ended when Triple H hit him in the head with a sledgehammer after 3 pedigrees, and he won the match essentially. Got the count of 10, so I've given that match a 4 stars. Great stuff, that one. Possibly match of the night. Yeah. So the next match is Kurt Angle versus John Cena for the WWE Championship. This is a alright match. I felt this it was a bit overbooked. I felt Daivari was Kurt Angle's mate or whatever, and he was the special guest referee, and essentially the whole match was just Daivari getting knocked over, then another ref coming in, and then the ref getting knocked over, another ref, and Kurt Angle trying to cheat his way to winning through the ways of referees, and it was really overbooked, and that's why I've only given it 3.5 stars. And John Cena came out with the win in the end, with an FU, as he always does. He did the Superman style sort of stuff. And yeah, so I've given that one a 3.25. Moving on. Oh, just before this we had Cutting Edge with the first ever Cutting Edge on pay-per-view. Waste of time. Absolute waste of time. Useless. Then we've got Theodore Long versus Teddy Long. Theodore Long versus Eric Bischoff. Terrible. Theodore Long won after the Boogeyman comes in and Boogie slams Eric Bischoff. I gave this match a dud. Boogeyman then puts Theodore Long over the top of Eric Bischoff. Good to see the Boogeyman. Nothing else about that was good though. And then we get the main event of the night, the Survivor Series Elimination match, which I felt the main event of the night maybe should have been the WWE Championship match or even the Last Man Standing match. But this has come out as the main event. We've got Team Smackdown versus Team Raw. Team Smackdown consists of Batista, JBL, Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, and Bobby Lashley. It was supposed to... Eddie Guerrero was supposed to be there instead of Randy Orton, but Eddie died, pretty much. And Bobby Lashley was supposed to be Christian, but Christian left the company. We've then got Team Raw with Shawn Michaels, Kane, Big Show, Carlito, and Chris Masters. Oh, this match was interesting, but
It wasn't booked the way I would have had it to. The first person eliminated was obviously Bobby Lashley. He got taken out after a couple choke slams. But then Big Show and Kane went, which was interesting because I thought Carlito or Chris Masters would have been the next ones to go. But Chris Masters was on a huge push at that time, and obviously Carlito was as well. Which we know they never eventuated. In the end, it comes down to Batista, I think Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton, or JBL, Randy Orton and Rey Mysterio, and they just had Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels came in, Rey Mysterio went for the West Coast Pop and got a big kick to the face. Then JBL got a big boot, and then Randy Orton got the win after a little bit of help from JBL and an RKO over Shawn Michaels. It was a pretty fast-paced ending, and it was interesting, but it wasn't really one of those ones that I enjoy, like a triple threat sort of thing. So I've gave that match a 3.5. Overall, I've given the pay-per-view a 7 out of 10 mainly because of the terrible cutting edge and actually I'm going to give it 7.25 out of 10. The cutting edge and the Theodore Long Eric Bischoff match were just shocking, and they really shouldn't have been there. And the first match didn't really build the rest of the pay-per-view. So guys, I'm Swantom. Comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.